Well, I kind of want to do a video about what Halloween means to me. I was told my videos are boring by like the one or two people that commented on them, so I really don't care though. I just wanted to make it clear I'm doing this more to vent because I have no one to talk to in my actual everyday life. So what Halloween means to me. My earliest memories of Halloween are of my grandma going to Long's or Valco back when that's what CVS used to be called a million fucking years ago. And she didn't want me to go trick-or-treating because, you know, all the horror stories of people poisoning their kids or poisoning the neighborhood or the whole razor blades and the apple bullshit. So she used to buy me several bags or as many bags as I wanted of whatever candy I wanted. And then randomly, every Halloween, she'd make spaghetti, and I'd help her hand out the candy. Then sometimes that would be like one of the days I saw my parents that I honestly never really saw because they're crackheads and used to be, one still is, whatever. That's my earliest memories. That and I'd ride my little Razor scooter around in circles in the backyard, and me and my grandpa used to talk about like what would be the perfect haunted house. Also, I used to watch all the sci-fi marathons, so it was kind of a tradition of doing that. Then Halloween started to mean something to me, probably mainly around 15, but every single year some sort of life-changing difference would happen to me on Halloween, or at least it would kind of like be a mile marker in my life. On my 15th Halloween, at that point, I knew, well, by the time I was 13, I knew I was fucking gay. But by my 15th, I knew I was gay. I had a serious pill problem for like the last 5 years. I started to pretend to smoke cigarettes at that time, and I didn't even know how to use a lighter. Basically anything I could do to get myself high or feeling normal, because the fact that I was gay was killing me because I was homeschooled, so I couldn't do anything about, you know, whatever. My homosexual urges, I guess you could say. So I was 15, I moved in with my mom like a week before Halloween. I used to tell her that Old English 40s, first time I ever had a 40 was my mom bought it for me. You know, good Kodak moment shit. I told her I had a headache, and I used to steal beer from my grandma's pool customers when I had headaches, which was true, but they weren't headaches. I just wanted to drink. I steal like a bottle of, I remember this one time I stole this bottle of wine. No idea what the fuck a cork was, so I took this screwdriver and just knocked the cork in there. Got it, and I was hiding behind my door, and I got it all over my little Marilyn Manson picture I cut out of his book that I had. But yeah, anyway, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, Halloween. So I moved in with my mom a week before Halloween. Started officially smoking because I could. Started drinking because my mom was a meth head alcoholic, and I had money from my grandma, so I'd give her money to buy me alcohol, or I'd just make up reasons why I needed it. And so, like, probably it was like a week and a half in to being at my mom's, and it was Halloween, and she had this bottle of Stoli vodka, this Russian vodka, and I stole it and would hide it, and I had this little antique gothic cup I would carry around. She knew what it was, she didn't care. And I still hid it from her because it was her bottle and I knew she'd get pissed. So I was drinking Stoli vodka on my 15th Halloween. My mom would roll me these little bullshit joints, and I had, I don't know how many bottles of prescription medication like Soma, Vicodin, Ritalin, Flexeril. And I'm not saying this to condone anything, I'm just trying to give you a little bit of my life experience. More of a teaching thing, so don't flag the video if anyone ends up watching this. So 15th Halloween really started my marking of Halloween in my memory. By my 16th Halloween, I'd been there for a year, obviously. I was still socially awkward as fuck, but I was, you know, trying, I guess. My 16th Halloween, I was high on meth, because, you know, that's just what you do, I guess, when your mom's a meth head and you're in love with your best friend, but you also want to, you know, I don't know. When you're really confused, I'm not gonna say too much. And of course, by that time I was also like severe alcoholic. I don't know if it's an alcoholic if you only do it for a couple years, but when you need it to feel normal, then I feel it's a problem. So that was 16th Halloween on meth. That's really all I really need to say. 17th Halloween, I just got out of a group home because my mom flipped out on meth and prednisone and drinking, because, you know, that's definitely all three things you should do at the same time. So me and my little brother went to a group home. Like, right when I entered the group home, I'd already been awake for a week because I was also doing meth because everyone in the trailer park stopped talking to me. And I was more depressed than I was, even though I was really depressed hanging out with them because I wanted what I couldn't have, and I don't know, everyone was doing their own thing at that time, and I guess I was trying to do mine. But yeah, so 17th Halloween, I just gotten out of the group home, and I was hanging out at Tammy's, which is my mom. I hung out at her house, and I saw a couple people, and mainly just one person. But that's also something I'm not really going to disclose. But that was interesting as well. You know, definite mile marker for me. When I was 18, I was with my now wife, but my girlfriend at the time, who we just started secretly doing shit together. We babysit some Mexican-ass hoes children. When I was 19, I don't think anything memorable happened. I think we were either fighting or babysitting again or something to that effect. When I was 20, really nothing happened. When I was 21, I was sober, so that's a good memory, I guess you could say. I actually remember that. 22nd Halloween. It was right after my grandma died. And we're up at Nicole's and, you know, whatever. 23rd Halloween, we went to, what did we do? I'm trying to think here. It's a long video about absolutely nothing I know. My 23rd Halloween, I was like this devil and my wife was like this little Greek goddess angel, which is pretty spot on to both our personalities, to be honest. And we're up there because we just moved back because we tried to buy a house in Texas that year, and my entire $250,000 inheritance fucking disappeared, apparently. I mean, life is expensive, so it's whatever. But yeah, that's that. And then this is Halloween, the early morning of Halloween. I'm late to work. I didn't go to work yesterday because of some personal issues with my wife. My wife's mad at me, doesn't believe me about certain things, and that sucks. And I'm really stressed out, and I wonder what this Halloween's gonna bring me. I've been thinking of doing this video since last night, but obviously I haven't had the time, but now I'm late to work, stuck in traffic, so it's kind of the perfect time. I'm really curious to see what this does. I'm just saying because generally something weird happens on Halloween, so I guess we will see. You know, and then the last part of this, I just want to say, I kind of wonder where my life's going at this point. I never thought I'd be a carpenter. I just honestly just want to make a lot of money, and if I can make shit and not be totally miserable while doing it, that's cool. Did I dream about doing this? No. I wanted to be a musician, but that didn't work out. I know it'd either be music or the person I'm with, and obviously I'd rather be with my wife now. If she ever leaves me, though, that's really the only thing I have left. If I don't kill myself or turn into a crackhead, you know. I don't think I'd turn into a crackhead, honestly. I'd just probably be really fucking depressed and turn to music, because that's honestly the only thing that's been there. So, I don't know, I'm thinking way too much into it. This fighting happens all the time, but I hope everything is alright. I just know, generally for me, certain milestones in my life happen on Halloween. That might not sound like it, but I'm not fully disclosing everything yet, because I know I don't even have an audience, but still. Happy Halloween, everybody. May it be a mile marker in your life as well. Maybe the whole world will end tonight. You never know. It's fucking like 80 degrees and it's during the day, and it's it's basically fucking November, so I mean, global warming might wipe us all out by the time this video even uploads. Let's hope so. Fuck off, peoples.